Hey guys, just give me a second. Sorry guys, I don't know where everybody is at. Anyway, I have to fix something. Hello everybody. Hello. Guys, I will be right back. I need to grab a really quick pencil. Or I guess I should say, I need to grab a pencil really quick. I'm back. Hey, Baragon. Not much. Not much. I'm just getting ready to start. Hey, everybody. Hi, I got banned on FM. You did. Give me a second, though, because I'm working and I need some names. So give me a really hot minute to get some names. We are going to be talking conservation. This is going to be different than maybe how it's been done in the past, because I am, like I said, sort of reworking things here and there on the channel. So things may look a little bit different than they have in the past. That is okay. You know what? Maybe we'll just go ahead and get started. You know, that's okay. Everybody can hate me. Doesn't really matter. Does everybody hate you? I hope not, because that would really suck. It is disrespectful. But hopefully somebody loves them enough to give them a hug every once in a while. Because it sounds like they need it. Little kids probably should not be saying that online. Or at least that's the way it comes across. Today we are going to be talking about the giant freshwater Whipray. Sorry, I don't know why that was so hard to get out of my mouth. But it was. So I guess we'll wait and see. Trying to figure out. There it goes. I am giving Carrie the night off. She's welcome to stay, but as she hasn't heard about this animal yet, I want her to have an opportunity to relax a little bit. So I will do my best to keep up with things. We are not going to be... Hi, Matthew Carroll. We're not going to be digging in deep with a bunch of facts about the animal. We're basically going to be looking at the conservation. And there's not a super lot to talk about as far as that goes, so we may jump into some of the life history of it if it's out there. We're also going to be looking at a subpopulation. Thank you for the love, Matthew Carroll. Much appreciated. So yeah, we're going to be looking at not a subspecies, but a subpopulation of the animal that is actually found living in a different country. That is the scientific name. Oh, no. Guys, hold on. Hold on. I don't know what this silly thing is doing. I thought I was on my channel, and I'm not. Is it... I'm going to be really mad if this is set up on the wrong channel. Okay, is that better? That's better. I hope. I had the Chromebook on the wrong channel. Sorry, guys. It is that time of the year. where all heck breaks loose. Okay, so first off, the giant freshwater whipray is endangered. This is a global status. Its population trend is for more drops in population, not what somebody like me wants to hear. Hopefully, not something you guys want to hear. And the number of mature individuals is unknown. We just don't know, which is sad. The last time that this animal was assessed was in 2015. Say what 10 times fast? Eurogymnus polylepsis? Did I say that right? Gymnus polylepsis. Anyway, what I think is a mouthful. Yeah. What I think is a mouthful is the name itself. Giant freshwater whipray. Yeah, the problem is you got to think they have to check rivers. Oh yeah, there's actually a lot. Exactly how many, I don't know. No, that's not what I want. I don't like having to guess on questions. So if you're new to my channel, you don't know that, but I like giving out as much information as I can, correct information. The largest freshwater stingray, which is what we're talking about today, is 7 feet across and can exceed 660 pounds. But how many freshwater stingrays are there? There are at least 40 different species of stingray. Now, what I don't know, freshwater stingrays occur in South America, Southeast Asia, Australia, and Africa. And I don't know if that 40... Well, they are stingrays. They have spines. So as long as they have spines, I'm going to go with yes. There's at least 40 stingrays. The whiprays... Yes, their barb can be 15 inches long. 15 inches long. which I don't think I need to tell you is big. Let's see. I don't know. I can't find them. So yes, they are dangerous. One of the things that is an issue. Oh no. Is one, you're dealing with an animal that yeah. You're dealing with an animal that is found in a lot of places. Okay, so this animal, the animal that we're talking about today, is found in the Mekong River, the Chow. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce it. They're in the Mekong. They're in eastern Borneo, New Guinea, as well as, you guys can't see me, as well as northern Australia. So there is a lot of room or space that these animals could be in. They can be in freshwater. They can be in brackish water, which, if you were on the other channel, we talked about estuaries. So they can live in estuaries. And there's a lot of things that go into this. But you know a little bit about it now. So one of the reasons that we don't know exact numbers is they're spread out. And that can make it difficult to find them. This species is also listed as continued decline in mature individuals. So here's where we run into problems. These animals are taken for food. And when an animal is 7 feet across, that tells you right there that a lot of people can eat this fish. Like if you catch this fish for your family, you're set if you can dry it for a while. Second, their skins, not only are they taken for food, but the skins are exported. In Thailand, they also eat this fish, and they're also harvested for aquariums. Plus, because of its size, it is also a sports fish animal. So while they do enjoy legal protection in different countries that they're in, it really comes down to enforcement. Can you legit enforce the laws? Is there enough people to enforce the laws? So, for instance, I can have, if you're in a small town and you have 1 or 2 cops, those 1 or 2 cops or police officers might be able to handle the crime in that city or in that town. But if you're in a city the size of Chicago and you only have 2 police officers, how do you maintain enforcement? You can't. And so that is one thing. It could be the number of enforcement officers. It could be resources available to them in order to protect the animals. You have to train enforcement. And then not only do you have to train your law enforcement, but more importantly, you have to train the people in the community. You have to teach them. Because if for centuries this fish has been eaten, it's a part of the culture. It would be like in America if we had to suddenly stop eating turkey for Thanksgiving and had to start eating goose. It's that type of a thing. And there would be people who would fight it. And so you can have people who understandably, are fishing for this animal. But if you don't educate, if you don't teach people about it, you're not doing anybody any good. Now, you should know that in Indonesia, this species and 2 other freshwater stingrays are also endangered. Protections are really hard to enforce, as we've already talked about. Destructive fishing methods are still being used. What do I mean by destructive fishing practices? They will literally poison the water to go fishing. And so what it does is it either kills the fish in that area of the river or it knocks them out. And other methods that are not good are also being used. In some countries, they have enacted no fishing reserves, which are great. Basically, they set up areas inside the river where you cannot fish at all. It's not allowed. Which is awesome. The problem with that is, no, it does not. Let's say that let's say people go duck hunting, okay? And there is a rare duck. You want to protect that duck, right? So you set up spots where you can't go duck hunting in, which is great in theory. But how do you tell the duck that there are places it can be where it's not going to be hunted? Animals don't necessarily understand that. So we don't know if the fish, we don't know if the population within these reserves, we don't know what the population is. Or at least we didn't at the time that this information was entered. Now, I like to do a thing with these conservation spotlights where I tell you where you can see these animals. Sadly, for this particular species, there's nowhere in the United States that you can see them. There is one place in Spain, one place in Russia, one place in China, two places in Japan, one place in Singapore, and two places in Thailand where you can see this animal in a aquarium slash zoo setting. Now, I would not be doing it justice if I did not talk about the Thailand population. It is listed as critically endangered. So this is a separate population from the one that we were just talking about. Its population trend is not specified. We don't know if it's on decline, if it's stable, we just don't know. Number of mature individuals, again, unknown. Population, in this case, is under severe fragmentation. So that could mean there are dams. There's something going on that keeps these animals from going up and down the river like they used to. And one can assume that this subpopulation is experiencing the same type of issues that the other larger population was experiencing. This subpopulation was last assessed in June of 2000, and it is in need of another assessment. These guys are affected by direct catching, meaning that people are going out purposely to catch this animal. And unfortunately, they are also caught by bycatch. If you don't know what bycatch is when I'm out there and I am forcibly going around catching these animals. Or no, I'm sorry. Bycatch is when I have a net or a line set out for catfish and I accidentally catch the ray. So overall, we're not doing these animals a lot of favors. Now, these guys are not small animals. I'm going to try to show you how big these things can be. So, I don't know if you can see that. That is a small one. I have seen them much, much bigger than that. Much, much bigger. They get really big around. By Benjam, they are not a small ray. They are quite big. From what he said, he wasn't even in the area that was affected by the earthquake. But I didn't know that. That is. So in Australia, things are a little bit better. From the sound of it, anyway. Guys, that is all I have. Oh, wait, that's not the same species. I don't think. Anyway, I have an announcement. It shouldn't affect, I say shouldn't affect this channel. However, I am going to be doing, I have jury duty, and I will be not home for a good chunk of the day on Monday, possibly Tuesday, possibly Wednesday, maybe Thursday. I should be done probably by Friday. Of I think it's 2 weeks. It starts the 3rd. I will try my best to have something up for Monday. I will try to have something up for Tuesday if I can get it. Wednesday might be pushing it. I don't expect anything grandiose and huge. Just, it'll be something. It'll be something for you. Who all is on right now? Is it just Carrie? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. YouTube can be weird. It doesn't always show me exactly who's on and who's not. No, I only have one person watching. Oh well. So yeah, just something to be mindful of as we move through the rest of this week. Is that I may be, like, not around. Yeah. How is everybody doing? I just got another like, so there's got to be somebody else on. or something. So that is what is going on. I hope. Oh, Friday on the main channel at 6 p.m. Hi, Nubini? Playini? We are going to be having a special guest come on. He's going to be talking to us about alligators. He has a he's qualified to talk about them. Not that he is not a herpetologist, but he knows quite a bit about them. Lots of experience being in their habitat. So I look forward to hearing from him. That'll be Friday on the main channel. I should probably post that for you guys so you can see it. Right? Thank you guys for subscribing. That means a lot to me. It's always good to see that. No, maybe that's not what I wanted. I think this is what I wanted. Yeah, that's what I wanted. It's not the full-fledged, like, channel thing, but I think it'll give you everything that you need to know about getting to the channel. It is huge. I cannot give it justice to how big this animal is, but it is a massive, massive creature. So this is the other channel. The live that I'm talking about will be 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. On my main channel that I just put a link up for. So hope to see you there. They are super huge. Yes. It is not the smallest creature out there. That is for sure. So they're an interesting animal. Um, we don't really have. Yes, we don't have these in United States. They are a strictly Asian Australian species, but um I don't know if we have them. Supposedly there is a population of Atlantic stingrays that are found in the St. Johns River system in Florida, and they're the only freshwater stingrays in North America. But there are, like I said, freshwater stingrays in South America. I don't know if Mexico does not have stingrays in fresh water. However, um, the Atlantic stingray, the Atlantic stingray might enter um some of the freshwater environments in Mexico, but they would not be considered native. However, South America, on the other hand, does have stingrays that are freshwater, but I don't think they get as big as these whiptails. Well, now I have nobody. They would make that would be really cool to go diving with them. I would just be afraid because they're so big. I don't know. I don't know if I could be close to them. But it would be cool to see them. In fact, it would be really cool to see them. Any other questions? So now I need to put these guys onto the other channel at some point. Haven't done that yet. Now, why is that paused? It's hard to imagine an animal that big. And I think it's hard for us to relate to something that is so far away and yet still an important part of the food web. Because it only takes one clip off that food web to misalign everything else within an ecosystem. It creates that imbalance that we've seen in places like Yellowstone, and other places as well. How is everybody doing? We have about, what is it? 8 minutes? No. 13 minutes, roughly, of live left. So if you want questions answered or you're ready to call it a night, let me know. Tomorrow's video, I'm not even halfway through it yet. And I don't know exactly what's going to happen Saturday. I have a Halloween party. That I'm going to be going to. So, yeah. That should be interesting. Anyway, guys, I think it's just Carry Me Through that's on right now. So I think I'm going to go. Thank you for coming in. Have a great evening. I will talk to you later. Goodbye, guys. Wait. Did somebody else just come in? Now it says there's nobody there. Okay, I think it's just you, so we're going to go. Bye, guys.